Ice Jurassic World, Dominion, 2022. 4 years after being released on the mainland, dinosaurs have forced humanity to adapt to their presence. The Mosasaurus is shown clutching a fishing boat's fish cage with its teeth and bringing it down. While many believe that all dinosaurs should be exterminated due to the numerous deaths they have caused, others have discovered a technique to catch and unlawfully sell all dinosaurs on the black market. The dinosaurs are sent to BioSyn Genetics, a business run by Lewis Dodgson, with the promise that they will be kept at a refuge in the Dolemite Mountains of Italy for further study into using them as pharmaceuticals. Additionally, according to news reports, Maisie Lockwood vanished after her status as a clone was revealed. Claire Deering and Zia Rodriguez intervene at a facility in Nevada to save a young dinosaur from an unlicensed breeding facility. As they flee in a van with Franklin Webb, security personnel pursue them until the three are able to outrun them. Franklin and Zia inform Claire that they are going on to occupations that are safer for them since they can no longer continue doing the sort of work they are doing now, even if they support Claire and her aspirations. Owen Grady is attempting to corral a large dinosaur while mounted somewhere in Nevada close to some snow-capped mountains. As he and Claire are now Maisie's adoptive parents, he returns to the cabin that he shares with them after finishing. Claire and Owen strive to keep Maisie concealed out of concern that someone is following her, despite the fact that she enjoys wandering out from home to observe the dinosaurs on land. She becomes irritated with them because of this, and she has developed an interest in Charlotte Lockwood, the person she was cloned from. Indeed, they are being watched by mercenaries in the woods, with Maisie their objective. They are headed by Rainn Delacourt. Blue the raptor has successfully produced an offspring asexually not far from the cabin. Together, they go hunting. Two kids are being chased by a huge swarm of locusts in Texas. Ellie Sattler, a paleobotanist, is informed of this. She investigates the farm where the crops were attacked by locusts and destroyed. The mother of the kids informs Ellie that BioSyn planted the nearby crops, which escaped the locusts' wrath. Dr. Alan Grant and Ellie rejoin when they are working with other aspiring paleontologists. She shows him a captive locust and describes the problem because she worries that if they spread, they would destroy the food chain. Alan and Ellie reason that BioSyn must have created them in order for their crops to be the only thing left. Alan is asked to assist Ellie collect DNA from a different locust at the BioSyn sanctuary. Dr. Ian Malcolm, an old friend of theirs, had already invited her. Alan initially hesitates, but ultimately decides to join Blue and Beta encounter Owen, Claire, and Maisie when they return to the cabin. They are all taken aback to learn that Blue is now a mother. The mercenaries quickly march in and seize Beta. Maisie crosses the bridge on her bike and gets captured by the bad guys as well. When Owen notices this, he convinces Claire to pursue them. According to Claire, someone can assist them. Franklin, who now works for the CIA, is contacted by Claire. He assists them in learning more about Delacourt and directs them to Barry Sembine, a former colleague of Owen's at Jurassic World, who can help transport them to the location where the mercenaries are taking Maisie and Beta. When Alan and Ellie go to the refuge, they run across Ramsey Cole, the director of communications at BioSyn. Dodgson, whom he presents to them, assures them they are working on something novel and groundbreaking. Ian is brought to where Alan and Ellie will find him lecturing. Later, he joins them and subtly informs Ellie that the locusts are in fact a part of BioSyn's evil plan. The locusts have been growing at an alarming rate, and Dodgson meets with Dr. Henry Wu, who has subsequently regretted his role in assisting in the continuation of these trials. Sonoya Santis, a friend of Dodgson's from Malta, phones him to inform him that Maisie and Beta have been taken separately to the BioSyn headquarters. Additionally, Owen and Claire show up, rejoining Barry. He takes them to a dinosaur ring on the illegal market, where creatures are either eaten, sold, or made to battle. Claire gets to know the vendor's pilot, Kayla Watts. She She cautions Claire from interfering with anybody there, but ultimately consents to assist Claire in finding Maisie. While everything is going on, Owen and Barry remain covered and see Delacourt and Santos meeting to smuggle a Triceratops. The two face Delacourt and his troops and engage in combat. Prior to being devoured by dinosaurs in the combat ring, he only provides Owen Santos' name when Owen demands him to reveal the location of Maisie and Beta. Before joining Kayla, Claire battles Santos, finds out Maisie is going to BioSyn, and outruns a runaway dinosaur. Santos forces one of her dinosaurs on Owen, who is racing a motorcycle to catch up with Claire and Kayla, before Barry captures her. Just as Kayla and Claire are about to take off, Owen manages to jump on the aircraft and use the motorbike to knock the dinosaur off the ramp and into the water. Wu welcomes Maisie as she gets to HQ. He tells her that although she is Charlotte's clone, she is also her biological daughter because Charlotte gave birth to her. Maisie views a video of Charlotte and can see the time of her pregnancy. Charlotte had a hereditary disorder, but she was able to change Maisie's DNA to completely wipe out the affliction. Wu envisions changing the DNA of the locusts to stop the spread by examining Maisie's DNA. Just as Maisie tries to flee with Beta, Alan and Ellie break into the locust confinement area to get a DNA sample. The locusts swarm towards Alan and Ellie when Dodgson shouts the alarm, but they are able to escape unharmed. They run across Maisie, who recognizes them. She runs along with them. Ramsey discovers them and offers to assist them since he believes BioSyn's activities to be immoral. He transports them to safety aboard a monorail. Ellie tells Maisie that she was friends with Charlotte while they were both students and recalls how smart and lovely she was. Clara is forced to jump out of Kayla's plane after it is attacked by a genuine Quetzalcoatlus in the air, and she crashes into the forest as a result after her parachute is torn. In a neighboring ice lake, Owen and Kayla had an accident. Another dinosaur pursues them as they make an effort to safely cross it. Just in time, the two cross, and they immediately set off to find Claire. As she descends from the tree, she must move stealthily to avoid a Pyroraptor that has been pursuing her through the jungle. The T-Rex makes an appearance to eat, but is repelled by a Giganotosaurus, a much larger predator, so Owen and Kayla hide. They succeed in reaching Claire. While moving through caves, Alan, Ellie, and Maisie come across dinosaurs attacking, which forces them to flee till they reach the open. Dodgson dismisses Ian in the meantime after he rips him a new one for his behavior. Ian collaborates with Ramsey to reconnect with his buddies. He releases them from the enclosure, which aids in their escape from the dinosaurs. Dodgson then sets the locust lab on fire to burn down any remaining proof. The fiery locusts erupt and start to take off into the open air. While trying to evade a big dinosaur in a van, Alan, Ellie, Ian, and Maisie are thrown down a hill. Fortunately, they crash land close to Claire, Owen, and Kayla, reuniting the three of them with Maisie. While Owen meets Alan, Clara also gets to meet Ellie. The Giganotosaurus then begins to follow the group, nearly capturing Maisie, but she manages to flee. By shoving a burning cloth into its mouth, Ian successfully repels it. As the heroes devise an escape strategy, BioSyn begins to burn, forcing the staff to leave. Ramsey gives Dodgson one final warning before departing after he tries to steal his work. Dodgson tries to escape in the monorail but is surrounded by three Dilophosaurus who turn him into a meal. Beta encounters the heroes and is put to sleep so they may securely transport her. Wu discovers them as well because he has figured out how to change the locust's DNA to halt their spread. The Giganotosaurus resurfaces as the group is getting ready to leave, but this time it is trapped between a T-Rex and a Therizinosaurus. The dino fight ends when the T-Rex pushes the Giganotosaurus into the Therizinosaurus's claws as the humans flee to avoid it. Alan and Ellie resume their relationship after reaching safety, and they subsequently go to Washington, D.C., to give a testimony against BioSyn. Wu's efforts are successful in halting the locust's expansion. Beta and Blue are reunited when Owen, Claire, and Maisie get home. Blue gives Owen one last glance before slipping back into the woods.